Cosmetic surgery has become a trend that many people pursue in today's era with high hopes for achieving perfection in appearance. However, not everyone is aware of the potential risks they may face when choosing cosmetic procedures. A woman from Dallas who decided to undergo cosmetic surgery in Mexico tragically passed away just weeks later, highlighting a sad reality: hasty decisions can lead to unforeseen consequences. The rapid growth of the cosmetic surgery industry has led many people to trust doctors who may lack sufficient experience and qualifications, resulting in catastrophic accidents. Cases of severe complications or even death following surgery have become increasingly common, raising questions about the safety and professionalism of the industry. What do you think about celebrities' plastic surgeries? Have you ever been shocked by any case? If yes, leave a 1. If not, comment a 0. Don't forget to enjoy the video and drop a sub to support the channel. Pete Burns, the lead singer of Dead or Alive, was not only famous for his hit songs but also for his unwavering devotion to cosmetic surgery throughout his life. What began as a simple nose job eventually led to a series of beauty procedures that he never felt fully satisfied with. In the end, Burns underwent nearly 300 surgeries, a shocking number for many. Despite being warned by doctors about the dangers of constant interventions on his body, Burns persisted in his pursuit of what he called aesthetic perfection. The relentless surgeries led to serious complications, yet he remained determined to change his appearance until his death, from natural causes, marking the end of an obsession-filled journey and irreversible sacrifices. Monique Allen, a woman who embarked on a challenging journey to accept her body, turned to cosmetic surgery to alter her appearance. However, things did not go as she had hoped. What initially seemed like simple procedures quickly turned into a series of severe interventions. Monique underwent over 100 surgeries, including breast augmentations and nose jobs, in hopes of perfecting herself. Despite her determination to change her appearance, the reality was that each surgery only led to more complex issues, causing her physical and mental health to deteriorate further. In later interviews, Monique admitted that she deeply regretted not stopping sooner. Her natural beauty was now severely affected, and she had to live with the consequences of her mistaken decisions. Lindsay Colosimo, a 38-year-old woman from Florida, chose cosmetic surgery to enhance her appearance as she approached her 40s. She underwent several procedures, including a tummy tuck breast reduction and butt lift. While these procedures promised quick results, Lindsay never expected that her decision would lead to unfortunate injuries. The complications following the surgery severely impacted her health, forcing her to confront unforeseen challenges. When she woke up, Lindsay not only felt intense pain but was also confused as she noticed no medical staff nearby. She felt a numbness in her leg and discovered a suspicious dark spot under the bandages. Unfortunately, her condition worsened as she was diagnosed with necrosis, a severe condition caused by dead tissue due to trauma or insufficient blood supply. Despite undergoing emergency surgery to address the infection, which included the removal of her nipple and milk ducts, the pain persisted. Upon returning to the U.S., she continued to seek urgent medical help and discovered a life-threatening bacterial infection. Despite facing enormous medical bills, Lindsay overcame this challenge, though she was left with scars and a long road to recovery. Hang Miyoko, a famous model and singer, became a prime example of obsession with cosmetic surgery. Initially seeking flawless skin, she decided to move to Japan to undergo multiple procedures. However, her obsession with her appearance grew increasingly severe to the point where doctors refused to continue treating her. Upon returning to South Korea, her facial distortions were so severe that even her parents could no longer recognize their daughter. Although she sought help from a psychiatrist, Hang eventually abandoned treatment and continued to seek out other cosmetic surgeons. She began injecting silicone into her face herself and later resorted to injecting cooking oil to maintain the results. As a consequence, her face became severely swollen with scars and permanent distortions. Despite undergoing 10 surgeries to correct the damage, the results could not restore her original appearance. Now in her 60s, she lives a simple life working at a thrift store and relying on state assistance. At the age of 29, Rachel Napier decided to undergo a cheap Botox and filler injection session, hoping to improve her appearance. However, she never anticipated that this decision would lead to a horrifying complication. During the procedure, a mistake made by the doctor caused the filler to be injected into an artery, resulting in severe complications. When she woke up, she discovered that her lips were swollen to 4 times their normal size, forcing her to face a difficult choice: remove the filler or risk losing her lips completely. Although Rachel had to undergo a prolonged and painful treatment process lasting over 3 months, her lips eventually returned to normal. However, her journey did not end there. The physical and emotional pain continued, but Rachel never stopped sharing her story to raise awareness about safety in cosmetic surgery. She became a strong advocate for responsible beauty practices and called for stricter regulations within the industry. When April Michelle Brown decided to get a buttocks injection from an unlicensed practitioner, she never anticipated the severe consequences she would face. The illegal cosmetic surgery not only led to dangerous complications but also posed serious risks to her health. April serves as an example of how the allure of cheap and unregulated procedures can lead to unforeseen accidents. The risk of seeking perfection in appearance can sometimes result in painful and dangerous consequences. The use of industrial-grade silicone, the type commonly found in bathroom caulking, caused severe damage to her body and threatened her life. As a result, she underwent 27 surgeries to remove damaged tissue and prevent the infection from spreading. April's experience serves as a stark warning about the terrifying risks of unlicensed cosmetic surgery. Despite facing excruciating pain and having to adapt to a permanently changed body, April refused to give up. She relied on prosthetics to continue living her life, demonstrating an admirable resilience in the face of such challenging circumstances. Laura Avila, a real estate agent from Dallas, Texas, traveled to a clinic in Mexico for cosmetic surgery in 2018. Although she only hoped for a nose and breast enhancement, her journey turned into a nightmare when she suffered severe brain damage and fell into a coma during anesthesia. After multiple heart failures and lack of oxygen, Laura was transferred to a hospital in Texas, but she never regained consciousness. Her family was faced with the heartbreaking decision to disconnect her life support, and Laura passed away just before her 37th birthday. Her painful experience serves as a stark reminder of the risks involved in seeking cosmetic procedures in countries with care standards that do not match those of the United States. The clinic where she underwent surgery was not recognized by the Mexican government and had a history of safety violations. Laura's family filed a lawsuit against the clinic and the doctor, accusing them of negligence and malpractice. Vishal Thakkar, a successful entrepreneur, had always been self-conscious about the shape of his nose. In 2006, he decided to undergo a rhinoplasty performed by a renowned surgeon in Mumbai, India. However, instead of achieving the refined nose he desired, the surgery turned into a disaster. The surgeon removed too much cartilage and bone, causing Vishal to wake up and realize that his nose had almost disappeared completely. This disfigurement pushed Vishal into a physical and emotional crisis. He faced ongoing infections, difficulty breathing, and a profound sense of loss. Once confident and outgoing, he became reclusive, withdrawing from society in shame. His life was turned upside down, he lost his job, his marriage fell apart, and he spiraled into deep depression. Renee Talley, a former dancer in Las Vegas, decided to undergo a penis enlargement procedure in 2010. Her goal was to alter her appearance and seek career advancement opportunities. However, this decision did not go as planned, and the complications from the surgery changed her life forever. This experience not only caused her immense physical pain, but also set her on a long journey of recovery and self-acceptance. The silicone injected into her buttocks began to shift, causing excruciating pain and transforming her once firm figure into an uneven shape with lumps. These complications did not stop there as the silicone spread to other areas of her body, including her back and legs, forming painful lumps under her skin, making daily activities increasingly difficult. Despite undergoing several surgeries to address the issue, Renee continued to endure persistent pain and disfigurement. Her story gained widespread attention when she shared it on the show Botched, which led to another surgery that successfully removed the implants. Although she found some relief, Renee still faces noticeable scars on her body and has to undergo Sculptra injections to correct the indentations, continuing her difficult journey of recovery. Amanda Lepore, a transgender model and performance artist, began her cosmetic surgery journey as a teenager, aiming to align her appearance with how she felt inside. Inspired by Marilyn Monroe, she underwent a series of procedures, including eyebrow lifts, cheek implants, and major surgeries like breast augmentation silicone injections to enhance her hips and buttocks. Amanda continuously altered her body, undergoing rhinoplasty lip lifts, and even rib removal surgery to achieve a slimmer waist. However, her transformation came with significant financial and physical sacrifices. Amanda invested over $1 million into her surgeries, making her one of the most expensive bodies in the world. Despite this, her surgeries have raised concerns about their long-term impact on her health. Some people speculate that her quest for physical perfection may have turned into an addiction with each procedure, pushing her further to alter her body. Janice Dickinson, a modeling icon, underwent numerous cosmetic surgeries throughout her career. As her fame grew, Janice openly shared her decision to undergo various cosmetic procedures to maintain her appearance, including liposuction, Botox injections, facelifts, tummy tucks, neck lifts, and breast augmentations. She admitted to having breast implants in the 1990s and had to have them corrected when she appeared on the show Botched in 2015. Despite facing bankruptcy in 2013 due to unpaid cosmetic surgery bills, Janice never lost her passion for plastic surgery. She revealed that doctors had once offered her Botox injections for free, but she later had to pay for similar services. Janice openly admitted her love for surgeries, stating that her life was intertwined with cosmetic procedures. Her story is a clear example of how an obsession with plastic surgery combined with financial resources can easily spiral out of control. Tara, a woman who chose cosmetic surgery to alter her appearance, may not have much information available about her, but her journey is undoubtedly filled with pain. These surgical decisions can lead to serious consequences, much like the stories of others, where the pursuit of perfection sometimes comes at a high cost to one's health, both physically and mentally. Tara Reid, the star known for her roles in American Pie and Van Wilder, was once a symbol of natural beauty and allure. However, in 2004, at the peak of her career, she decided to undergo 2 cosmetic surgeries, breast augmentation, and body contouring to enhance her figure. Unfortunately, instead of refining her appearance, these surgeries led to severe disfigurement. The breast augmentation procedures were unsuccessful, resulting in an uneven look and loss of her natural firmness. The body contouring caused her skin to become wrinkled and rippled, resembling fabric gathered and stitched back together. As images of Tara's botched surgeries spread across tabloid magazines, she quickly became the focus of the media. Her promising career was severely impacted as producers hesitated to cast her in leading roles. The physical and emotional complications from the failed surgeries led Tara to face chronic pain infections and a collapse in self-esteem. The woman who once radiated confidence now struggled with the reflection of herself in the mirror. Neven Ciganovic, a famous Croatian hairstylist, made headlines after encountering an unexpected complication following his third rhinoplasty at a clinic in Iran. In an attempt to save on costs, Neven decided to undergo the procedure, but he did not foresee the serious consequences. After the surgery, he suddenly experienced a persistent erection, a rare condition caused by an allergic reaction to the anesthesia. This is a highly serious condition that requires immediate medical intervention to prevent complications such as permanent erectile dysfunction. Despite this unforeseen complication, Neven did not give up. He was determined to undergo another surgery to achieve the ideal appearance he desired. His persistence in pursuing aesthetic perfection highlights the powerful influence of beauty standards and the longing for global recognition. Anastasia Pokryshchuk, a woman from Kyiv, Ukraine, has become a prominent figure in the beauty community with her unconventional choices in altering her appearance. She began with standard cosmetic procedures, such as liposuction, porcelain veneers, Botox injections, and chin contouring, but her subsequent steps were anything but ordinary. Anastasia decided to self-inject fillers into her body, a bold move she claims is confident and safe. She confidently claims that she adheres to strict sterilization procedures and uses medications as carefully as a real doctor. Despite health authorities' disapproval and warnings about potential dangers, Anastasia remains undeterred in her pursuit of having the world's most prominent cheekbones. In a 2020 interview, she affirmed her absolute dedication to self-injecting fillers, disregarding medical advice and possible consequences. Thank you for watching Anastasia Pokryshchuk's controversial cosmetic surgery journey. Do you think such extreme changes are a personal choice, or are they leading to serious consequences? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our exciting upcoming videos. Zhou Chuna, a prominent 17-year-old influencer from China, has become a social media sensation on Weibo by sharing her 3-year journey of cosmetic surgery. With over 100 procedures, Zhou has openly documented her transformation from nose enhancements to more complex aesthetic surgeries. While she has received ample encouragement from her online community, Zhou's decisions have also drawn criticism and concern about the impact of continuous cosmetic surgery at such a young age. She persuaded her parents to fund her first double eyelid surgery and noticed significant changes afterward. Determined to transform her image, Chuna continued with numerous other cosmetic procedures, including nose enhancements, liposuction, breast implants, filler injections, and Barbie surgery. Within a year, Chuna underwent 20 surgeries, though the COVID-19 pandemic slowed her progress. However, serious side effects, including memory loss and irreversible damage, emerged. Despite this, she believes the sacrifices were worthwhile. Her family spent over $620,000 on her procedures, and Chuna even threatened to drop out of school if her parents refused to continue funding her surgeries. Pixie Fox, a woman from North Carolina, has gained notoriety in the cosmetic surgery world for her journey to transform into a living cartoon character. She has undergone over 200 cosmetic procedures, including the removal of 6 ribs ear surgery for an elf-like appearance, jaw surgery, liposuction, breast augmentations, lip fillers, and even eye color change. Her goal is to embody a cartoon character with an exaggerated hourglass figure. Despite opposition from renowned doctors like Terry Dubrow and Paul Nassif, who urged her to stop undergoing surgeries, Pixie Fox remains steadfast in her goals. She has openly expressed her desire to pursue even more unusual procedures, such as public eyelash implants and a genital makeover she refers to as a baby flower. Heidi Montag, known for her role on Laguna Beach, learned a costly lesson after undergoing 10 cosmetic surgeries in a single day in 2007. It began when she was offered thousands of dollars worth of free procedures. However, the 16-hour ordeal, coupled with excessive opioid painkillers, left her not only in physical agony but also emotionally scarred. At just 23, Heidi realized she never truly needed those surgeries. Reflecting on her journey, she advises anyone considering cosmetic surgery due to insecurity to seek guidance from family and professionals first. Heidi hopes people understand that while cosmetic surgery can offer some benefits, it also brings unseen pain and trauma that before and after photos can't reveal. Yulia Tarasevich, who endured a harrowing experience with cosmetic surgery, tragically faced a horrific ordeal in her pursuit of beauty. When she underwent the procedures, things went terribly wrong, leaving her with severe complications and unavoidable pain. Yulia's story serves as a stark reminder of the potential risks of excessive appearance alterations, highlighting the critical need for careful consideration before making any cosmetic decisions. Yulia, a 43-year-old beauty queen from Russia, opted for a series of cosmetic surgeries, including a facelift, blepharoplasty, eyelid correction, and micro-liposuction at a facility in Krasnodar. However, what she hoped would enhance her beauty turned into a disaster. Yulia's face was severely disfigured, leaving scars and functional issues such as the inability to close her eyes. This has caused her daily difficulties and pain. After medical evaluations, doctors linked Yulia's issues to scleroderma, a rare condition causing skin hardening and potential internal organ damage. Despite spending heavily on corrective measures, Yulia acknowledges she may never regain her former appearance. Her story serves as a cautionary tale about the risks of cosmetic surgery without considering long-term consequences. Holly McCulloch, 28, was drawn in by an Instagram ad for cheap breast augmentation and decided to have the surgery done in Turkey. The package, costing $33,500, included the surgery and luxury services. However, Holly endured a nightmare experience when she discovered her breasts were uneven and the implant was protruding through her skin. After having the implant removed, her condition worsened, leaving her with sagging and loose skin. She blamed the medical team for poor care and inadequate post-operative advice. Despite her regrets, Holly decided to try again in January 2019 with smaller implants. But this time, the outcome was even worse, resulting in a 7-centimeter-long wound and a foul smell like rotting flesh. After discovering pus leaking from the incision, Holly was hospitalized and endured a painful recovery process. Holly's story serves as a cautionary tale about the allure of cheap cosmetic surgery and the unforeseen risks involved. Joan Van Ark, a renowned actress, has remained silent about her cosmetic changes over the years. However, comparing old and new photos reveals noticeable transformations in her facial appearance. Despite her illustrious career in film and television, these changes have drawn significant attention, prompting many to question the cosmetic procedures she may have undergone. Professional plastic surgeons like Anthony Yun have speculated that Joan may have undergone procedures such as a facelift Botox and a brow lift. Although Joan has not confirmed any surgeries, these changes have noticeably altered her appearance, making her look less natural than before. Her story exemplifies the obsession with cosmetic surgery in the entertainment industry. Jocelyn Wildenstein, often referred to as the Russian beauty queen, underwent numerous cosmetic surgeries not for personal preference but to please her husband, Alec. A major driving force was his obsession with cats, prompting her to transform her appearance to resemble one. She underwent multiple procedures, including facelifts, brow lifts, lip injections, chin augmentation, fat grafting, and cheek implants. Despite clear evidence of facial changes, Jocelyn consistently denies undergoing surgery, highlighting the extent of her struggle with cosmetic surgery addiction. Her story is a stark example of individuals altering their bodies to please others, often without considering the long-term consequences. Martina Big, a German model and actress, has become a striking phenomenon in the cosmetic industry due to her extremely large breast implants. After a total of 23 surgeries to enhance her breasts to a massive size 32, Martina has not only shocked the world with her chest size, but also decided to alter her skin color through tanning injections in an attempt to resemble a black woman. Previously, Martina had fair skin and blonde hair, but now she sports dark skin and wavy black hair. She even lived in Kenya, among the Samaru and Maasai tribes for a time, to feel a stronger connection to African culture. Martina has shared that this transformation makes her feel more authentic, and she has received numerous invitations from African communities. However, her changes have also sparked significant controversy over her obsession with an unnatural beauty standard. At 47, Carol Bryan decided to undergo cosmetic surgery to enhance her facial features. She opted for dermal filler injections in her forehead and cheeks to achieve a more youthful look, but this led to a disaster. The combination of two different fillers, including silicone, caused her face to become severely deformed, swollen, and unrecognizable. Carol's experience turned into a nightmare, leaving her feeling so desperate she contemplated suicide. She lived in isolation with only her daughter witnessing the horrifying changes to her mother's face. Despite undergoing further procedures like skin grafts and partial face transplants to correct the issues, Carol continued to battle self-consciousness and the long-lasting consequences of a misguided decision in cosmetic surgery. Carrot Top, whose real name is Scott Thompson, is a renowned comedian famous for his high-energy stage performances. He made a name for himself in the entertainment industry with memorable appearances on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno and as an announcer for Cartoon Network. However, as he approached, 60 observant audiences couldn't help but notice a significant change in his physique, transforming from a slender build to a remarkably muscular one. Along with his body transformation, Carrot Top's appearances at public events have further fueled speculation about potential cosmetic procedures. While he hasn't publicly confirmed these procedures, the noticeable changes to his face and physique have undeniably sparked public curiosity about the extent of any aesthetic interventions he might have undergone. He even jokingly quipped that he could be even better looking with surgery, but seriously, he's quite content with his natural appearance. Despite the speculation about cosmetic interventions, Carrot Top maintains that he has never undergone plastic surgery. Jordan James Park, 32, is known as Britain's Lip King and has gained notoriety for his dramatic physical transformation. Inspired by Kim Kardashian, he's reportedly spent over $170,000 on cosmetic surgeries to emulate his idol. Jordan first gained public attention when he appeared on the reality TV show Botched in 2015, where he revealed that he had experienced a botched lip procedure that resulted in filler leakage. Despite undergoing numerous surgeries, including liposuction nose jobs and chin implants, Jordan has no regrets about his choices. He views cosmetic surgery as an ongoing process, almost an addiction, with each procedure helping him feel more confident. Even after being refused further procedures by renowned surgeons like Dr. Paul Nassif and Dr. Terry Dubrow from Botched, Jordan remains committed to his pursuit of aesthetic perfection and finds his unique identity in challenging traditional beauty standards. Celso Santibanes from Brazil dedicated his youth to transforming himself into a living version of Ken Barbie's boyfriend. This intense desire for perfection began when he was just 16, leading him to invest $50,000 in cosmetic surgeries to alter his facial features. Celso underwent numerous procedures, including refining his jaw, chin, and nose, and even had silicone implants in his face to maintain a youthful appearance. He also pursued various skin treatments to perfect his look. Celso's fame surged thanks to his viral social media photos, and he even successfully launched his own doll brand. However, tragedy struck when Celso was diagnosed with leukemia, a rare disease that severely weakened his immune system, compounded by pre-existing health issues related to hydrogel filler injections. Celso sadly passed away from pneumonia at a very young age, just months after achieving his dream of physical perfection. Katie Price, the renowned British model and media personality, has openly admitted to undergoing numerous cosmetic surgeries throughout her career. Her journey began in 1999 when she opted to increase her bust size from 32B, marking the start of a multi-year aesthetic transformation. She has since undergone a variety of procedures, including breast augmentations, liposuction, and other surgeries to enhance her appearance. Even now, at 46, Katie maintains a natural look while continually refining herself through cosmetic surgeries. She doesn't hesitate to admit that she's undergone these procedures to enhance her image, making them an integral part of her career. Katie Price's journey clearly demonstrates how the decision to have cosmetic surgery can transform a person's life and career. Katie's appearance has changed dramatically over the years. At the National Television Awards, in just 2 years, she was almost unrecognizable due to this transformation. Despite undergoing breast augmentation surgeries with implants weighing up to 4.4 lbs each, which raised health concerns among doctors, Katie continued with her decisions. However, some people can't help but worry about the frequency and scale of the procedures she's undergone, suggesting they could lead to potential risks. Barbara Eden, the actress famous for her role as the genie in I Dream of Jeannie, has consistently captivated audiences with her seemingly timeless beauty. Born in 1931, Barbara has maintained a radiant and youthful complexion despite her age. These changes have naturally sparked numerous rumors regarding potential cosmetic procedures. Many have questioned whether she's undergone facelifts or received Botox injections to preserve her appearance. However, upon closer inspection, Barbara doesn't exhibit the typical signs of extensive surgical intervention, such as the unnatural tautness often associated with facelifts or the frozen appearance from excessive Botox. Her décolletage also appears largely untouched by the effects of aging, further fueling speculation about whether her youthful look is due to cosmetic procedures or simply a masterfully maintained beauty regimen. Regardless, she continues to radiate a fresh and natural beauty, leaving many curious about her true secret. Bobby Norris, the star of The Only Way is Essex, has become a prominent example of the potential pitfalls of cosmetic surgery. In his quest for aesthetic perfection, Bobby continuously underwent various cosmetic procedures, including filler injections and other surgeries. However, over time, Bobby realized he no longer recognized himself when he looked in the mirror. He had unintentionally fallen down a rabbit hole of cosmetic surgery where he found it difficult to stop. What started as minor interventions slowly escalated, and looking back at old photos, Bobby realized just how much he'd changed. He also faced a barrage of criticism on social media, with fans comparing his altered look to celebrities like Kendall and Kris Jenner. Determined to return to a more natural appearance, Bobby made the decision to have his fillers removed and pursue a more natural look. Simon Cowell, the renowned music executive and creator of TV shows like The X Factor and Got Talent, surprised the public by openly admitting to undergoing cosmetic surgery to achieve a more youthful appearance. Around 2012, Simon underwent a significant procedure that left him almost unrecognizable due to the dramatic changes in his look. The outcome of the surgery was so striking that it evoked images of horror movie characters, leaving many surprised and concerned. However, Simon hasn't shied away from admitting his decision, even though the results weren't what he'd hoped for. Simon Cowell's story clearly illustrates that cosmetic interventions can have unpredictable effects, even when celebrities have easy access to top doctors. Beyond cosmetic procedures, Simon also emphasizes the importance of a healthy lifestyle, including drinking plenty of water, maintaining a balanced diet, and prioritizing overall well-being. He believes that health is more crucial than outward appearance, and his strategy reflects a comprehensive and sustainable approach to self-care. Cardi B, the famous rapper known for her hit songs, has always been candid about her cosmetic decisions. In an Instagram live stream, she shared her decision to have 95% of her buttock fillers removed, a fairly complex procedure. Cardi B admitted that she underwent this surgery because she felt it was necessary to conform to beauty standards during her time as a dancer. However, she also issued a strong warning to her followers, advising them to avoid similar procedures due to the inherent dangers. She shared that fillers can migrate throughout the body, increasing risks for those who undergo the surgery. Furthermore, the individual who performed Cardi B's procedure was allegedly linked to a death, where a woman passed away after receiving injections similar to Cardi B's. Although Cardi B is not against cosmetic surgery, she emphasized that safety must always be the top priority. Lin May, a celebrated Mexican and Latin American star of the 1970s, captivated audiences with her acting career and alluring dance performances. However, as the inevitable signs of aging began to appear, Lin May felt compelled to turn to plastic surgery to maintain her youthful appearance. She underwent a procedure to correct a congenital facial defect, but this ultimately led to a major disaster. She was tragically deceived by an amateur who injected baby oil into her cheekbones, severely disfiguring her face. Following subsequent surgeries aimed at correcting the initial damage, Lin May could no longer recognize her own face. Photos of her post-transformation garnered widespread attention, painting a vivid picture of the horrifying change she endured from natural beauty to a disproportionate and distorted face. Priscilla Presley, the ex-wife of legendary Elvis Presley, has always been a focal point of public attention, not just for her relationship with Elvis, but also for the rumors surrounding her cosmetic surgeries. While Priscilla has never explicitly confirmed or denied these speculations, experts have commented on her appearance, surmising that she may have undergone facelifts or received Botox injections to maintain her youthful look. The changes in Priscilla's face, especially her unaffected bust despite aging, have drawn public attention. However, she continues to maintain her timeless beauty without showing the typical signs of cosmetic surgery. Compliments about Priscilla's youthful appearance persist, but the truth about her cosmetic procedures remains an unsolved mystery. Medical experts have analyzed her images and suggested that these changes could be the result of a facelift or Botox injections to smooth out wrinkles. One of the most noticeable transformations is Priscilla's bust, where natural aging typically causes sagging. However, she has managed to maintain a timeless beauty, leaving many to wonder whether she has actually undergone cosmetic surgery or is simply a master at preserving her appearance. Farrah Abraham, star of Teen Mom OG, has always been open about her cosmetic surgeries. However, a selfie she shared in 2022 drew significant attention from the online community due to the noticeable changes in her face. Farrah's lips and cheeks appeared fuller, while her skin looked smoother and more radiant. Despite criticism from some fans who believed Farrah was naturally beautiful before undergoing numerous procedures, she has consistently expressed satisfaction with her current appearance. Farrah has undergone several surgeries, including a breast augmentation in 2010, a nose job and chin implant in 2013, as well as multiple lip and buttock injections. While she hasn't disclosed whether she's had any recent work done, she continues to share updates about her life and evolving looks. Raji Narina Singh, a multi-talented personality known for her work in acting, writing, and singing, faced a major disaster in her attempt to enhance her appearance. Appearing on E's Botched, Raji opened up about the painful experience of having to remove dangerous fillers that had been injected into her hips, chest, and face by an unlicensed individual. The filler was described as being similar to cement, and the intervention on the show helped remove much of the harmful material. Raji, who has a diverse cultural heritage, made the decision to live as a transgender woman in the late 1990s. Despite facing significant challenges due to botched procedures, she has remained resilient and proud of her transition journey. Raji's story stands as a powerful testament to strength in the face of adversity and the ongoing pursuit of self-acceptance. Dennis Avner, known by his alias Catman, was a man with a deep passion for body modification. Born and raised in Michigan, Avner began his transformation journey at the age of 23 when he made the bold decision to turn himself into a living cat. This journey was not only about altering his appearance, but also a powerful expression of his personal identity. Avner underwent numerous surgeries to alter his face, including implants to create cat-like ears and modifications to other facial features. He became an icon within the community that embraces extreme body modification, though his choices were often met with mixed reactions. Avner's journey stands as a testament to his dedication in pursuing a deeply personal vision of identity, even when the path was far from easy. His fame grew after appearances on television shows such as Larry King Live and Ripley's Believe It or Not. In 2008, Dennis achieved a remarkable milestone when he was recognized by the Guinness World Records as the person who had undergone the most extensive body modifications to resemble an animal. Dennis's story is a powerful example of self-expression and the human capacity to pursue and embody one's ideal vision of appearance. Linda Evangelista, the famed Canadian supermodel, faced a heartbreaking facial disfigurement after trying a new cosmetic procedure. Drawn in by the promise of a non-surgical, no-downtime fat reduction treatment, Linda decided to undergo cool sculpting. However, instead of achieving the slim contours she hoped for, she developed painful swelling in her chin, thighs, and chest, along with numbness in those areas. Linda was diagnosed with paradoxical adipose hyperplasia, a rare condition affecting less than 1% of those who undergo cool sculpting. Despite the challenges, Linda decided to file a lawsuit against Zeltic Aesthetics Incorporated, seeking $50 million in damages. Her story serves as a reminder of the potential risks involved with new cosmetic procedures when they are not carefully considered. Donatella Versace, the iconic fashion figure, has undergone a long journey of altering and refining her appearance, reflecting her deep passion for aesthetics and beauty. From a young age, she was strongly influenced by her brother, Gianni Versace, who encouraged her to start changing her look by lightening her hair. However, this was just the beginning of Donatella's extensive journey with cosmetic procedures. Over the years, Donatella has undergone numerous cosmetic procedures, including Botox, laser treatments, and various other interventions which have significantly altered her facial features. Although these changes have sparked much speculation and public scrutiny, Donatella has no regrets about her decisions. She continues to pursue beauty on her own terms and openly shares her views on cosmetic surgery and aesthetic enhancement. Starting with lightening her hair at the age of 11, Donatella gradually made cosmetic procedures an essential part of her life. In particular, the use of Botox and laser treatments has noticeably transformed her facial features. Despite the significant changes to her appearance, Donatella has no regrets about her decisions, even as she faces constant public scrutiny and speculation about cosmetic surgery. She continues to pursue beauty on her own terms, unconstrained by societal standards, and firmly asserts her strong personality within the fashion industry. Michael Jackson, the king of pop, underwent a transformative journey of altering his appearance that astonished the public. These changes began with nose surgeries in the 1970s and evolved into a long series of cosmetic procedures aimed at perfecting his look. Michael not only changed his nose, but also had chin surgeries, cheek implants, and various other treatments. Some reports suggest he underwent surgeries as often as every 2 months, at times enduring up to 12 procedures in a single session. These changes made it difficult to identify Michael's original racial background and sparked controversy over whether he had gone too far in altering his appearance. Nevertheless, Michael admitted that he was seeking perfection and wanted to change his look to feel more confident. His journey through cosmetic surgery not only reflected a desire for perfection, but also highlighted the intense pressure regarding appearance within the music industry. Vincenzo Zerlo, a man who turned to a fake plastic surgeon for a nose job, became one of the unfortunate victims of scammers in the cosmetic industry. After a recommendation from a friend, Vincenzo decided to undergo the procedure at the low price of just $2,000 without thoroughly verifying the credentials of the person performing the surgery. The surgery resulted in Vincenzo suffering nasal deformities and severe complications. The woman who performed the procedure was a fake doctor who used industrial-grade silicone instead of Botox, leading to serious health issues. After receiving assistance from the police, Vincenzo decided to speak out to warn others to stay away from illegal cosmetic procedures. His story serves as a stark warning about the terrible risks that unsafe cosmetic treatments can cause. Sharon Osbourne, known for her candid talks about cosmetic surgery, has undergone numerous procedures throughout her career. However, in 2021, at the age of 70, Sharon opted for a 5.5-hour facelift. The outcome left her deeply disappointed and in pain, to the point that she compared herself to a cyclops. Reflecting on her experience, Sharon admitted that the pain and exhaustion made her realize that time was no longer on her side, and she couldn't take any more risks. She then decided to stop undergoing any further cosmetic procedures. Sharon's story serves as a reminder of the importance of careful consideration before making changes to one's appearance, especially as age and health become increasingly significant factors. Jessica Alves, formerly known as Rodrigo Alves, has undergone an incredible journey of transformation. Born in Brazil, Jessica experienced feelings of gender incongruence from a young age. She found comfort playing with Barbie dolls and felt that her gender identity could not be confined. With a strong determination to express her true self, Jessica has undergone 103 cosmetic surgeries, including 51 procedures, specifically to change her appearance with a total cost exceeding $650,000. She has undergone numerous nose surgeries, breast augmentations, and other procedures to refine her appearance while also facing significant physical and emotional challenges. Nevertheless, Jessica remains steadfast in pursuing her ideal of perfection and self-affirmation, despite the major obstacles she has encountered. Tara McConaughey, a 35-year-old Australian woman, gained fame for her striking and unique appearance after spending $200,000 on cosmetic procedures. She decided to undergo multiple surgeries with the goal of becoming a real-life version of a Barbie doll. Tara has had 5 breast augmentations, 6 nose jobs, and numerous Botox and filler injections to perfect her look. Tara even appeared on TV shows like Botched and Todd Sampson's Mirror, where she shared her transformation journey. Despite doctors' concerns about the risks of further breast augmentations, Tara continues to pursue her dream of the perfect appearance and is always looking for ways to improve herself. Mickey Rourke, a well-known actor famous for his roles in action films, decided to undergo cosmetic surgery after suffering serious injuries during his boxing career in the 1990s. Entering the boxing world as an amateur fighter, Mickey had numerous matches and an impressive record. However, the injuries he sustained in the ring led him to seek cosmetic surgery to reconstruct his damaged face. Mickey Rourke's surgical journey significantly altered his appearance, drawing considerable public attention to the procedures he underwent. Despite facing criticism over his changing looks, Mickey continued his acting career and expressed no regrets about the decisions he made. Throughout his career, Mickey suffered 2 broken noses, a torn tongue, compressed cheekbones, and even temporary memory loss due to severe injuries. To restore his facial features affected by boxing, Mickey underwent multiple reconstructive surgeries. However, the results were often unsatisfactory, prompting him to undergo further procedures to improve his appearance. Thank you for watching our video on the shocking celebrity plastic surgery disasters. Were you surprised by these transformations? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think celebrities should continue altering their appearance due to the pressures of the entertainment industry? Don't forget to subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our exciting future videos. See you in the next one.